Hey man, so we're back. This is the Cowboys Cast post game week 9, Cowboys versus Eagles. Look, man, this is what I'm going to say. At the end of the day, I don't care what happens. I'm still a Cowboy fan to the day I die, and that's just the way it is, man. We came away with a loss, but I am hopeful. We actually played really well in this game, given the fact that our offense kind of they started out a little fast, but then they slowed down midway. But at the end of the day, man, hey, any given Sunday, it is what it is. Uh, let's see. 9 is already on TikTok. He says no loss is good, but this one makes me feel okay. Yeah, 9, bro. I am with you 100%. Like, I'm not like past losses where I'm like, man, what is going on? Why we like it's funny, 9, you say that because my brothers, I just got off the phone with my brothers and they said the same thing. I'm good with this loss. I'm like, really? Like, yeah, man, you gotta think, given the fact all the things that happened, we still played well. So hey, man, it is what it is. Aaron, hey buddy, in car, what a game. All we do is win. Hey, Aaron, I told you, man, the Eagles are the team to beat. They beat us. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I'll give credit when credit is due. And we've said this, the Eagles are the best team in the NFC. Now, they might be the best team in the NFL. I'll be honest, because that's just the type of person I am. Now, does it break my heart? Yeah, I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm gonna ride my team or whatever. It doesn't matter. All right, Jerry Walters says, feel great about this team. Dak playing way better. And that's my thing, man. Aaron, you're an Eagles fan. Tell me, is Dak not playing better? Tell me what you think in the comments. He's an Eagles fan. He knows. Eagles are and were all those predictions I saw. I was objective. No, man. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm going to ride with my team. But what I'm saying is, tell me Dak's not playing good. 9 says Dak with 300 plus yards, 3 TDs. Hell yeah. Horrible loss. I mean, I like the loss. I'm not going to lie, man. Dak is a good player. Yeah. Oh, man. All the Eagles fans are here now. Eagles couldn't show. Hey, man, it was a good game. Jay Walter says they have to come to Dallas, man. It'll be good. It's going to be a good game. Anthony Garcia's Eagles are up. Cowboys couldn't clutch when it mattered. It's true. Can't deny it. I'm not going to sit here and try to lie to you, man. Aaron says he is. Tell me Hurts isn't good. To me, Hurts isn't good. I thought Hurts was good. I think Hurts is hurt. That's what I think. Eagles are up. Cowboys. Okay, got it. Steele sold. Yeah, man. Steele did not play a good game, man. Aaron says that was a dirty hit and Hurts. I don't know if it was dirty. I think it was an accident. I don't know if it was dirty. If you look at the play, I think it was an accident. Carl and Nandy says, laugh a lot. I like the loss for real. Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. Decoy Steele. Yeah, man. Everybody's talking about Steele. Aaron says, tell me isn't good typo. He's good, though. Yeah, he is. Going to Philly and Dak having this game, he needed that. Yeah, Dallas had that game. Cedric Reyes, yeah, you're right, man. Aaron, you had a quarterback in the knee. It's a penalty. You could look up and then. No, I know it's a penalty, Aaron. What I'm saying is I don't think he did it intentionally, though. I think it was an accident. But, yeah, the referees didn't call it. I get that part. I know that part. Dak had a good game overall, 3 plays. Yeah, another flag on Dallas. Yep. All right, let's go to the comments are getting crazy on YouTube. Let's see. Stein warned about Steele, but hey, we good. The Eagles didn't score one drive without help. Interesting. Ultra Cowboys beat themselves. I think that's why I feel good about this game, honestly. Eagles best be worried. Enjoy the win. They win in trouble. Squeezing out wins only goes so far. Yeah, I mean, the Eagles have been doing that, man. They're good at squeezing out wins. That's what they do. You know what I mean? Let's see. Ultra Cowboy also says Dak can't get over the hump, can't make that signature play. Hey, that's going to be the talk, man. Stop the conversation. AJ is not better than CD. What was AJ's last stats? I want to see that. 9 says Eagles will lose 2 times, if not more, between now and week 14. Aaron, penalties were even actually the Eagles had more penalties. Yeah. Diego Sanchez says there was about 3 to 4 missed holding calls on Micah. Seal hardly makes an effort. Yeah, there was a lot of calls that they didn't call on Micah, but we can't live on the referees, man. That's what I hate about this kind of game. Stein says Dak did fine. Steele needs to step up a little bit more. I think so, man. I think Steele might have been the issue. No moral victories. No, there's no moral victories. I just feel good, man. Like, it's not before where I would get really upset about it. Agreed, Ultra. Yeah, there is no moral wins. You're right. But at the end of the day, man, the game was there for us to win, and we just didn't do it. We just didn't come on top, man. It is what it is. We got decoy teammate Killer says team lose. Yep. Jerry Walter says Cowboys run game needs get a little better. It does, Jerry. You're 100% right, man. I think our run game does need to get better. Diego Sanchez says tough game, but I feel good about my Cowboys. That's the thing I think I'm hearing everywhere. Like, usually our fans are like, "No, this is crap. Don't do that." Like, but everybody's saying, "Hey, I like it. I like it. I think it was a good game." Nine says, "What's up with those drops in the first half?" Yeah, man. Nah, you're right, bro. You're right. There's some drops. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, we're gonna have to look at all 22. I'll break it down probably starting on probably Monday, and I'll break down the Monday calls and see or the plays and see what happens on the all 22. Christian Robles 572 says Cowboys did well. They just need to minimize mistakes when they count. 100%, bro. 100%. Aaron, Eagles are 8-1. Hurts is 61 at home. We don't lose in the link. I said this before the game. Hats to you, bro. Hats to you. We got one more game. They got to come to Dallas. So where was the damn defense? Man, I think you got to give credit to the Eagles, man. They're a good team. You can't just say defense. I think they did their part in this game, honestly. Where was the damn defense that Juan said? So that's why I answered. Like, I think they played well, man. I am proud of the Cowboys. They played hard except Steele. Everybody's called Steele. Steele's out, man. I had forgotten Cooks was on the team. Wow. Season's not over. Estate a minimum 6. Yeah, I know what he's trying to say. Matthew Ross says, at least we were defending the run better. Philly is a team that can go rolling quick on the ground. Yeah, Philly can get 200 yards real quick before you know it, Matthew. You're 100% correct. Goldie says, offensive line needs to step it up. 100% agree. All right, let me catch caught up on the Ultra Cowboy said Eagles made a deal with the devil. Can't believe they recovered 3 turnovers. Yeah, I think that's what we talked about too, my brothers and I. And we said, how do you recover 3 turnovers, man? That's crazy to me. We need a new quarterback and new damn head coach. Nah, I don't know about that, Coleman. Ultra Cowboy says 66 yards for A.J. Brown. 66 yards for A.J. Brown. I'm just saying, man. And Ultra Cowboy, throw out the stats for CeeDee Lamb for me, please. I'd appreciate it. 66 yards for A.J. Brown. Steals cost us the game. I think so, man. Donnie Collins. Hey, Donnie Collins, welcome. I think you're new to the channel. Sorry I don't have the button. Jerry's not here, but we clap for everybody that's new on the channel, regardless of what team you're from. Donnie Collins new. Everybody give him a round of applause. We shot ourselves in the foot. 100% agree with you, Donnie. 100%. Make sure you subscribe and like the channel, guys. We're giving a cap giveaway. Get us to 1,000, guys. We're at 855, I believe. Get us there, man. I appreciate everybody. All right, here we go. We got Tyrone Coleman, fire Mike. Oh, no, I don't know about that, man. We'll see how that season ends, and we'll go from there. M. Stein, defense never stop fighting. You're right. The defense played good in this game, man. I'm telling you guys, they played a lot better than you guys think. Tyrone Coleman says, we look like a damn Pee-wee team. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Aubrey is for real. That's M. Stein. I think he is, man. He's the real deal, man. He might be the new Tucker. Ultra Cowboy says, Eagles' next 4 games are Chiefs, Bills, Niners, and Cowboys. Now, this is going to be very important, and I'm sure the Eagles fans are listening too. What's going to be important is Jalen Hurts has that knee, man. That's going to be very troublesome coming. If you see the comments from Ultra Cowboy, Chiefs, Bills, Niners, man. That's very worrisome. You got to think. Coleman says, we not that team. Not yet, man. Not yet. The Illuminati of Philly side. Cowboys need to win the next 3 games versus Giants, Commanders, and Panthers. Yes. We have to win these next 3 games, man. 100%. Okay. So AJ Brown had 66 yards, right? Supposedly the best NFL receiver in the NFL. Not, and I would not disagree with that because I said it before the show. He's number 1. CD Lamb, 11 for 191 for CD. And I think somebody on TikTok said it too. Who was that? Christian Robles. CD had 191. Hey, I'm just saying, man. 191 to 66. Throwing that out there. Donnie, yeah, they gave you a clap. Donnie, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Make sure you subscribe and follow the channel. Bland is an all-pro. Bland played really good, man. Considering the only one that he gave up was that touchdown. But look, that was a great throw. He defended him pretty good. Other than the fact that he learned his lesson, if you saw this, the next time they threw against him, he actually shortened up the field and pushed that receiver to the outside a little bit. So he learned his lesson. So that's good from Bland. Jose Pais is in the building. Let's go, Jose. That was our game. That's what everybody's saying, man. Everybody's saying that. Hey, I'm good, man. We lost to a good team. Ultra Cowboy says Eagles might have lost Goddard for an extended period. Yeah, I thought it was broken at first. The way he landed, I thought it might have been broken, in my opinion, but who knows? Hey guys, I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate y'all coming on. I feel super sick. I have a runny nose, but for y'all, man, I'll do it. I don't care, man. This is what it's all about. We try to make sure that we hear y'all's voice. That's what we do in this Cowboys Cast. Hey, if you're on TikTok, make sure you go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, man. We try to read everybody's comments on this on our YouTube channel. That's what we do, man. We're for the people. So help us out, get to 1,000. So Aaron says, perfect time for our bye. Eagles not playing well and are 8-1. Think about it. Yeah. Scooter says, we'll beat Philly at next game. Diego Sanchez says, Dakota was more consistent and played a good game. Running game needs to be used more. I agree, man. 100%. Jerry Walters, Schoomer gets deeper in end zone. Who knows the outcome? Yeah, that's true. But I also like the fact that Blankenship kind of hit him early, too, and they didn't call it. I don't know about that. User 3264988808972 says Dak played great. We had mental mistakes. I agree, man. KW Whoopi 26 says sacks when needed. Yeah. 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 That played a big role. At one, offensive line sold. Juan says, how many yards on AJ? My bold prediction was less than 50. It was 66 1. You're pretty damn close, bro. Pretty damn close. Jerry Walter says, you're doing a great job, man. Keep it up. I appreciate it, Jerry. Thank you so much, man. Hey, so let me tell y'all why we started this channel, man. We talk football to our brothers, our family all the time. We want to reach out and we said, well, you know what? Let's make this podcast and let people say what they want to say about their loss, about their team. And then we talk about it, man. That's a stress reliever for all of us, I guess. Christian Robles says CD had 191. That's what we talked about. Okay. RCX Sports says Dak stepped out of bounds. Yeah, that was a big one, man. KWP bye week this week. Yep. RCX still lost. Yeah, we lost. I mean, it is what it is. It was a good game, man. Soccer Gamer says we're going to get our revenge. DC Forever, love you. Content. Hey, I appreciate DC Forever, man. For real, man. We're about the family, the community. That's what we're all about, man. We're about peace and love, baby. We all need each other, man. Especially the way things are going. Juan, my bold prediction was AJ less than 50. I know, bro. You were close. RC says go Birds. Hey, man. Y'all, at the end of the day, y'all won. JJ Jerry 45 says Cowboys dominated that game. I think so too, man. I think they I can't even. It is what it is, man. RCX Sports Collectibles, say that again. I'm going to block you. Say what? What did he say? No, don't do that to each other, man. Come on, guys. Don't do that. I'm not even mad at the way we played. Say what? RCX says, say what? Hey, guys, don't do that on here, man. Please. Jibs361 says, this right here is how you talk about football. Yeah, man. It is, bro. TikTok comments are gold. Yeah. I give Dak a lot of credit. Cowboys are ready to go on now. Yeah, I think so, man. At Soccer Gamer, say what? Cowboys were definitely the better team. I mean, that can be said all around. Like I honestly think, and it's not if you look at it as a just a football fan, I think the Cowboys played a better game, in my opinion. Now, did that result in a win? No, it did not. Because the Eagles, they've been known to not play good games and pull out the win. That's just how they do things. You have to understand that. Cowboys are definitely the better team. Always a great rivalry game. We bring prime time. Yeah, man, it was a good game. Now, what's interesting is I want to see how um, what the numbers are for the viewers. That'd be exciting. Cowboys may have lost, but Eagles secondary suspect. Yeah, Christian, you're right. Sports collectibles, go Birds. Terrence Steele didn't have a good game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. We have an appearance. And can we get a round of applause? Gary's back. Let's go. Hey, I feel complete now. Jerry, I will tell you.
The band is back.
I'm going to say this right here. It is hard to keep up with TikTok and YouTube. So I will say this, man. Trying to read all these comments, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. Look, I'm glad you came on me because I'm about to drink my water right now because I'm dehydrated.
Drink it. I'll tell you this much right now. I mean, I don't have to say anything else because I've been watching you guys all along. But back home, back in the studio, a lot to dissect. I mean, first initial thoughts when we look back at this game is the Eagles didn't beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys beat themselves.
Yep.
And the one thing that on my ride home, right, the one thing that just kept on singing to me was, damn, it feels like for whatever reason, is it the quarterback position that's holding back the Dallas Cowboys, Harv?
You know what? And I want to say that's the first thing we want to grab out to, right? And I said, man, Dak, why is Dak holding the ball? Why doesn't he throw? But look, and this is why we have to have the conversation. So my brothers got me on three-way and they said, no, man. And they don't defend Dak. It's not that they don't like Dak. It's just that they know he's been the problem. You know what they said? The problem was play calls management or the clock management.
I saw.
The other thing was the offensive line. So if you go back, we know Steele is having trouble, right? Why don't we get him help? And they continue to leave him one-on-one, and he continued to fail. And there was times at the end of the game that Dak didn't have enough time to throw the ball.
He really didn't. So but let's take a step back further, right? Because the reason why I have that question is because it's always the same. It's always the same song and dance with the Dallas Cowboys. It's a fourth quarter must see TV. You have to be watching this game. I mean, there's no other game like this in the NFL. Harv, yes or no? There's no other team like this in the NFL. Like Dallas Cowboys are truly special. They're gonna make you hold your breath. And even when we didn't have a chance, we had a chance at the very end, Harv. At the very end, and it kind of gave you reminiscence of Tony Romo. If we go back to the 90s, and we actually, even those that didn't get to see the Cowboys win those Super Bowls in the 90s, you guys have been able to go back and see the stories and listen to Jimmy Johnson, listen to everybody talk about the one thing was they brought dominance, clear cut dominance, and they were coming in and they're coming into your house and they were going to take it. They were taking everything. They were taking the win. They were taking the Super Bowls. And we haven't seen this, Harv. We haven't seen this with Tony Romo. We haven't seen it with Dak Prescott. So is it the quarterback position or is it just not having the right coach at this point?
I think when it comes down to it, man, I think the Cowboys have had a lot of talent over the years. And I just think it comes down to coaching, man. I don't think we had the right coach.
And I think that's exactly what the consensus is. It's not Dak, because I'll tell you this: both Tony Romo and Dak are very talented quarterbacks. They are extremely talented. I don't know how they how they're able to function in a normal day society. You know what I mean? Because in Texas, everything is much bigger, especially that Cowboy star. But dang, this was definitely a hell of a game all the way to the end. I mean, the one thing that stands out is, why do we always get the most amount of penalties from any other team in the
I
NFL?
don't know, man. That's just the way it goes.
And some of them are really wishy-wash, but they don't call the ones on Michael Parsons. And I hate to be that Cowboy fan that does this, but Harv, when you're seeing them actually like tackle Michael Parsons and they're not calling it.
I'm gonna be real about it. If the NFL decided to call every holding that was on Micah Parsons, it'd probably be a flag every play. That's not an excuse. I'm just saying it's real. Like that would probably could happen. But they don't call it. They don't call it. So, but
Where,
yeah,
where are we at on the
I pinned it just so you know.
what
Bland
time,
is an all pro.
what's the timestamp on that? Because there's a lot of comments on here.
It should be I pinned it with the
Let me see.
I pinned it with a gold star.
I want to get to everybody here.
It's got a gold star on it.
I'm looking.
Jerry's trying to get through. It's a gold star. I pinned it. Bland is an all pro.
I'm looking.
Wow, you guys got me.
Let me double check. Let's see if we unpin it. What timestamp will it give us? Because I really didn't get to catch the last couple of comments before it came on. I see that Aaliyah's back in the thread. She's been MIA. Oh, here we go. And Jose says that was our game. Harv, what did I cut up? Where did I cut you off on? Were you explaining something? Were you talking about something else, or we could just go into the comments?
No, you can go to the comments. That
Sweet.
was good.
Harv, what do you think? Was this our game?
Yeah, 100%.
Like I said, Cowboys beat themselves. Eagles didn't beat us. Eagles are not as good as what everybody wants to make them, right? I think we know a lot of people that not only mainstream media, but we know some people that really I think they love the Eagles more than they love their own teams.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot of people. I was watching Twitter and all the account. I was like, man, really?
Yeah,
I think,
really.
Hey, it's all good, but this is what I'll tell you, and I'll give credit where credit is due. The Eagles are not. I can actually say the Eagles are not as good as they were last year. You know, they're coming on a bye week. The only thing is that maybe they can get it together, man, on this bye week, but they're not playing as good as they were last year. Because honestly, I was expecting, if we did lose this game, to lose by at least 20.
Hey, that touch push is something, man. They got that down. They got it down, Harv. I mean, there's no way around it. The touch push, right? Or right? Small like right? I mean, it is what it is. They really mastered that, and it is what it is. But we already knew coming in, if you give the Eagles an opportunity to still win, what do they do, Harv?
What's that?
If you give the Cowboys an opportunity to steal a win, what are they going to do?
To steal win?
Yeah, what are they going to do?
They usually fail, man.
No, well, they usually steal it, right? That's what basically.
I don't know about that, Jerry.
Because a lot of these games, Harv, they've been winning by a touchdown, by 3 points. On this one, the Cowboys really, I mean, people are going to hang the hat, especially Cowboy Nation. I know me personally, because I'm coming from the realness, is like, damn, man, what happens if Dak doesn't step out of bounds, especially on that two, Harv? Different ball game.
Yeah, it's a different ball game.
Ultra Cowboy says Eagles might have lost Goddard for an extended period. Didn't look good. That play did not look good, man. We'll see. I mean, even I think for a moment there, it looked like Jalen Hurts was hurt. I mean, Harv. I mean,
yeah, I think that made it worse, man.
What was it? Osa? Was it Osa that fell into him?
No, it was Lawrence.
It was Lawrence. That's right. Lawrence fell into his knee. But that wasn't intentional. That they pushed Lawrence into.
I'm surprised they didn't call a flag. I think because it was just too crowded. They didn't see it.
I mean, they literally fell on top of Lawrence, and Lawrence fell into
Yeah.
Jalen, and Micah just is Micah, you know. Ultra Cowboy says they were in the red zone 5 times and scored 21 points. You see, I love this little fine details right here. 2 drives without any points and 5 point and a 5 point loss. Harv. Ultra Cowboy, I love that. Bring it every single week, man. M sign get well, Javi. Thanks for all you guys do. Always keeping it real, right? I think that's Harv's that is Harv's catchphrase.
Yeah.
Jose K says we matched up a lot better than I thought we would have. Harv, I mean, I think this is truth right here. I think this is the real deal right here. I think when you look at it, it just shows you the Cowboys could easily have won this game if they can erase some of these things. Allow Dak. I mean, the one thing that I didn't see Dak is get involved in the running game like the way we saw the week before. Harv, is that something that needs to be fixed by the Cowboys immediately?
I mean, I thought he was doing well in the beginning of the game, but they just kind of stopped doing it after a while. But in my opinion, look, and I'll give you guys a little tidbit on this, and you could probably agree with me. It's 4th down, and you need a first down. As a quarterback, why are you going to Tolbert?
I mean, there's some trust there, Harv.
I don't care about trust.
There's trust there. I mean, Gallup.
Why do you go to Tolbert when you have Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb that are hot right now? I personally, in my opinion,
Good point.
I'm looking to CeeDee Lamb, and I'm matching those two together, and I'm running some kind of concept route with those two. If one's open, I'm throwing it. If the other one's not open, I'm looking off to the other one. That's the kind of play caller you have to be for Dak. Like, we're going to CeeDee Lamb. And if you look at that play, if he throws it at the end zone and either CD comes and catches the ball, I would rather die with my number one receiver and tight end than my third string right. That's just my opinion.
Hey, Jake Ferguson, does he look like he has that potential to be the next Jason Witten?
I don't know. We need to ask Ultra Cowboy and see what he thinks.
That's exactly what I was trying to get to, right? Hoodlum. I don't know if he was on earlier with you, but he says this team is soft. We don't have enough. Okay, hold on. Let's backtrack. We're not gonna go too deep into that. This team is enough. I think it's just gonna come down to, like Harv said, play calling, management, and discipline. Man, that's way too many damn penalties. Number one, way too many damn penalties. Why are we still having penalties? Like you said, coaching up. Obviously, Terrence Steele got paid, but still, we understand what Terrence Steele's strengths are. Unfortunately, right now, he's still recovering from an ACL injury. I think, it's going to take some time. And this offense they did not get the flow going like they did last week. We thought this Texas Coast was going to take off and start soaring. But again, Harv, this is one of the most important games that you scratched on the schedule when it came out. I mean, we're talking about training camp. We were talking about this, and you scratched it. You said week 9, most important game of them all. Cowboys have come away with losses to the 49ers and Eagles. I understand they're the two big dogs. Those are the two biggest teams right now in the NFC. Obviously, the 49ers are on a bye. They need the bye, right? But there is a spell going on, Harv. I don't know if you believe in this kind of witchery, right? But you beat the Cowboys. There's going to be some losses coming up. But I'll tell you this right now: all you Eagles fans on TikTok,
they got lucky though. They got a bye next week.
Hey, TikTok is going off right now with the Eagle fans. It's crazy right now, man. But let's see if we can get a little caught up with TikTok real quick. Let me see.
Jerry, I don't think you're gonna be able to.
Yeah, I know. It's so much Philly, right? Philly with a whole bunch of Eagles says, "Fly, Eagles, fly! Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3." He goes, "At Aaron, thank you for pointing out the obvious, right?" Christian Robles, 572. Anybody I call on TikTok, go follow them so they can hit 1,000 so we can go live with them. Philly says, "Hit him low, hit him high." Philly says, "And watch our Eagles fly." Wow. Aaron says, "Jalen is now 26 of 3 in the last starts. We just win. Let the loser analyze how." So they're talking about Jalen Hurts, how right now he's currently 26 and 3. Philly keeps on going, handily. Fly, Eagles, fly. And he goes on the road to victory, Philly, right? At Aaron, Christian Robles 52, you're welcome. Philly says Eagles, and a bunch of Eagles, man, with the green hearts. Samantha Luera says, At least he didn't have any interceptions, but online did not. His O line did not protect him. HBTC crew 2015. We are in their head. Great game. That's it, Harv. That was by Gene Castillo. Your analysis is good, but in the end, Eagles are proving winning culture. Again, Harv, this is kind of what I asked you about. Is it the quarterback or is it the coaching? And I think it's a culture thing because the same kind of song and dance, like I said, with Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. Samantha says, I think he is next Dalton Schultz. She's talking about Jake Ferguson. At Aaron, Christian Robles says, at Aaron, winning culture and only one Super Bowl ring to show for it. Exactly. The Eagles can really start talking when they have 5 Super Bowls. You guys are good. You guys have one, and you guys went up there last year and you lost it. We'll see if you guys get there this year. I'll tell you this much right now. Your road does not look easy at all. And just to point out for you, Eagle fans, you guys barely got away with a win from us. A win is a win, 28-23, but you guys face the Chiefs, the Bills, the 49ers. Then we got a rematch with the Cowboys. And if you want to get tricky, I think the Seahawks are one of them teams that they could pull a fast one on you just the way Eagles can. Ultra Cowboy says Terrence Steele allowed an incredible 8 pressures in San Fran and followed it up with an incredible 8 pressures in Philadelphia. Great story. Great story. Very good player, but nowhere close. It's all good. Aaliyah says the rest may have sucked, but man, Dak stepping out of bounds hurt at the end. It really did, man. I mean, Harv, on the last drive, I mean, it literally could have been field goal. We didn't have to go touchdown, you know what I mean? And then from there, let the defense finish it off, and then you can let the offense catch your breath, regroup, and see what they can do. Instead of trying to play hero ball in the fourth quarter, we already know how that goes with the Cowboys. The hero ball is always like a 50-50. And we almost had an opportunity at the very end. Even after we blew the first opportunity, I've never seen anything like this in the NFL. Ramiro says, you said it in the podcast earlier. The officials, 4 blown calls, and how many times are they gonna hold Parsons? It's every down, Harv, right?
So I said in the kickoff show, man, I said I hope the refs don't mess this game up.
Damn. I think we kind of put the salt. We put too much salt on our steak there. Gotta leave a little room for the pepper. Ultra Cowboy says need to start Tolbert over Gallup. He is ready. Harv, do you think this is a true statement?
That's a hard one for me, man. But I have to agree. I think at the end of the day, Gallup is not a crossing receiver. He's just not that type of receiver. He's not, man. He's a slant and 50-50 guy. That's what he does. I hate to say that, but he is. I think Tolbert is more of that guy. He can run every probably route in the tree. And the guy that's coming across is not Gallup. It has to be Tolbert. I can agree with that 100%.
I just think what the one thing that we see with Tolbert is this eagerness to actually want to make a play, Harv. I mean, that's the thing that I see with Tolbert. But again, like you said, everything's situational. I think when you need a big play, you got to go with CeeDee Lamb or Jake Ferguson in that order, 1A, 1B. I think at this point. But I am on board. I think Tolbert needs to start coming into the fold. When you start seeing them a little bit more, maybe that'll open up the other side for Brandon Cooks, who Harv, he is hit or miss every week now. It feels like for the Cowboys.
Yeah, but the like Dak overthrew him on that one play. He was wide open. I mean, I thought he played good. It's just you got to get him the ball.
Exactly. Amstein says, we'll get that Eagle dub when it matters. Still be facing a slide when they face us next. Book it. Yeah, and it's gonna be a Cowboys home game too. So that I think that one's gonna draw even bigger crowd. Harv. Yeah. Aaliyah says Cowboys had 16 more penalties against them, and the end Eagles had none. Again, discipline. Giant Ultra Cowboys giving us an update. He says Giants fear Daniel Jones tore his ACL. I saw that report at the very end. I think that's already been confirmed, actually.
Yeah, it has.
Which is unfortunate because you really want to see the Giants be able to be a competitive team, especially for the NFC East. I think at the beginning of the year we were saying that this is the toughest division in the NFC. Was that a true statement? Still,
that what?
NFC East is the toughest division in the NFC.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody says.
And when you lose Daniel Jones, you're going to lose a little bit of the dynamic he has. But I will tell you this: with Tyrod Taylor, the Giants seem to move a little bit easier. The flow is a little bit better with them. I could be wrong. I don't really. I do watch the Giants, but I watch it very fast. I'm not here to be a fan of anybody else. Fernando says it was the special team that started slow for us. Can't give Hurts that kind of field start.
Nope.
He's talking about when we kicked it off, right? And it was a smart heads up play by the kick returner, getting the foot out. I mean, it looked like he kind of bobbled it, Harv. It looked like it went out of bounds before, but I mean, it is what it is, and it was a heads up play. And like you said, giving the ball to the Eagles at the 40, it is what it is. Oh, Sepais, I guess this is when I joined in. Well, right? He's talking about me joining in kind of late, leaving you hanging there for a bit. Someone cheer me up. I'm heartbroken. Aaliyah, we're all heartbroken, but I'll tell you this much right now.
I'm not, man.
I like what I see with the next matchup.
I'm really not. I'm not heartbroken. This is one of the games that I'm not like. I like what I saw. Just couldn't get the win. Like, I am confident from here on out.
I guess Epstein really loves me and you together, right?
Let's go.
The party is here with Jared, right? That's what he's saying. Ochi Cowboy says Eagles remind me of the 2020 Steelers. The way they are winning is not sustainable. Thank you, Ultra Cowboy. That is a very well said thing. I think, like I said, I think they're giving way too much credit. I think they're a little bit more. I think right now people are just kind of hanging their hat on what they did the season before. There's a Hellcat Dodge hashtag team no feelings says, bro, Cowboys got cheated. Damn, man. Matthew Ross says CD is your best receiver. Throw him that 50-50. I'd rather go out that way.
All day, bro. What's my point?
Yeah. I mean, he missed that one. He missed that one, but I think that kind of overthrew him a bit, Harv. Gene Castillo, yeah, but we are ready. Luke on TikTok says Steele gave up 4 sacks, shaking my head. DM says Dak Prescott is the Tony Romo of today. I mean, it feels like it because it's exactly how it was with Tony Romo. Let me see. The Hellcat Dodge says I like CD. Bobby Custom says Eagles Super Bowl bound. Bobby Customs 35. I would say hold on that before you start popping the champagne bottles. I don't really think the Eagles are that team yet. DM says doesn't matter about the refs. Boys place themselves in a position to lose. Exactly. Bobby Custom just to lose again, right? That's by Juan. And Samantha says, at DM, yes, they did. I agree. Hellcat says, at Aaron, but don't let your head get too big. Bobby Custom says, next year, Cowboys. Gilly Gill says, here we go. Right? I guess he's upset because we're on live. Gene Castillo says, I believe you're exactly right, Harv. Juan Joe San Miguel says, I feel that we should have picked up Derrick Henry when we had the chance. Harv, do you think that would have been a move for our Cowboys?
I think it would have, man. I think that would have been the perfect team, but the Cowboys didn't want to eat that $5.5 million.
I mean, shoot, man. The thing is that a lot of people don't want to do business with the Cowboys because they're already a complete team, Harv. And you had Derrick Henry. I mean, we've seen previously in the past where teams can eat up the majority of that salary, and then Cowboys can bring them in. The thing is that I just think that with the Cowboys, they don't want that kind of pressure, right? Put that kind of pressure as it is. Deuce Vaughn was inactive again today, Harv.
Yep.
Hellcat says it's not. I'm speaking facts. I feel. Joe San Miguel says I feel that we should have picked up Derrick Henry. Okay. Gilly Gill says fly Eagles fly. Go ahead.
Real quick. Juan sent a cowboy hat. Juan, I appreciate it, brother.
Let's go.
Hellcat sent heart ×1 and DM sent a rose. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all push that like button, man, on TikTok.
And again, we are on the road to 1K here on the YouTube. Please, help us get the likes. If you're watching us anywhere, I don't know, are we live on Insta?
No.
Okay, we're live on TikTok. TikTok, the link is in the bio. Just go up there. All you gotta do click on the YouTube button and give us a sub and help us get to 1,000, man. We're trying to get there before the end of the year at this point, you know. At Aaron false statement, Chris Brown says one of the best, one of Dak's best games today. Samantha says, wow. I'm kind of confused. Hellcat says, what would you fans be talking if you had won? You guys are relentless. I'm not gonna lie to you, Aaron. When it comes to a Cowboys loss, I'm a fake, man. I take this very personal, man. I don't even want to hear tomorrow. I don't even want to hear anybody talking tomorrow. Because you better come with some facts, man. Gilly Gill says we whipped that behind Fly Eagles Fly. Gilly Gill, again, I don't know what game you were watching, but the Cowboys did not get whooped on, man. See, and they call us delusional fans, Harv. I mean, come on, man. Do these people not see the game that we're seeing, Harv? Or what game are they seeing? What parallel universe are they in, man?
It was a good game, man.
It was a great game, actually.
Yeah.
It was very, very. It was one of them games that just kept you like keeping these deep breaths, right? Ochikawa says, oh no, already read that one. But he just says Dak holds on to the ball too long. I mean, that's kind of been the same thing that we've heard in the beginning with him. I think at this point, it's not that hard. I mean, he really doesn't have time at this point sometimes, Harv.
Yeah, I just think at the end of this game, at least, I think he just didn't have enough time. I get that. But sometimes you got to be critical of your pocket presence too, man. He should have thrown that ball away, but it is what it is. I think at the end of the day, the line failed him, to be honest.
M. Stein says, Ultra spitting facts. Okay, again, we don't want to be the Dak crowd. As it is, all the haters, all the Eagles fans that are chiming in with us right now. Hey, they all trash on Dak.
Well, I'm not gonna say we don't have to. I mean, we're gonna keep it real, though.
Yeah, keep it real.
Like we're gonna keep it real. We're not gonna hold back just because we don't want to be Dak thrashers. Like we're gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, there's a fault on Dak, but I think ultimately it comes down to the offensive line. The offensive line lost the game.
I really do think it goes a little bit step further, Harv. I think it's the coaching itself. I think Mike McCarthy is out of his element. I would like to see Brian Schottenheimer be pushed in and see what he can do, Harv, because I'll tell you this much right now. When Dak gets the ball out of his hands quickly and fast, especially to his playmakers like CD, let CD do everything else that he does after the catch.
I just think I do agree that if your offensive lineman is having trouble, I think you need to give them help, and they didn't do that. And that's a coaching failure on their behalf.
And Zach Martin and Terrence Steele have been holding it down on the right side for the longest. I mean, especially on the rush attack. But if it doesn't work, like you said, at least get Jake in there. Jake loves to block, Harv. I mean, he looks like he has it too. Ochikawa says Steele is the only issue on the offensive line. Tyler Smith owned Jalen Carter. Harv, what do you think of Tyler Smith, man?
He's a beast, man. I think I really thought he pancake Cox one time on his back. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to look at the He's the real deal, man.
He's the real deal, man. I'll tell you this much right now. That young, because he's still young, however. What is he, 21, 22? I mean,
yeah, 21.
I think he's 21 on the verge of being 22 pretty soon. Dang. Harv, we saw it with Fred Warner when he just chunked Fred Warner like 7 yards back and made him look like a fool. And that's what Fred Warner is he's a specimen, Harv, of a linebacker. And then last week, I mean, Harv, he was single-handedly handling Aaron Donald, the best defensive lineman in the entire game.
Yeah.
And today, he was pancaking Jalen Carter like it was nobody's business. What he says, Pete, right? Pete says Cowboys can't beat teams with winning records. Period. Okay. And I guess Jeff C989 says yes. JB says y'all here celebrating after a loss. No, we're just talking about our thoughts initially, but if you tune in tomorrow, we will be able to analyze and be able to assess a little bit more game tape and tell you what we see. Maybe we'll even highlight some things that we see so you guys can see what we see, because obviously, We're not delusional here. We say it how it is.
I said we can't beat teams with winning records. We beat the Jets.
They don't want to acknowledge that, Harv.
That's okay.
Is not Dak. Mike play calls at the end. I would have pitched it to Tony. Let him run to the corner. Harv, didn't you say that was kind of like the key to getting this defensive line tired?
And if you look at some of the plays we ran outside, what happened? We gained yards.
Big yards too.
I don't understand it.
Ultra Cowboy says 3 sacks were on Terrence Steele. Yes, I know. Keep pointing that out, please. Okay, we understand that. But all you gotta do is get a tight end and have him pitch.
I think we're behind by a lot. That's why. Yeah, we're behind a lot.
It's all good. We'll catch up. We will get there. I mean, we got time. It's a Sunday. Who cares about this game that's going on, even though I still have it on? Let me see. Aaliyah says, looks like we playing on the road in the playoffs. Aaliyah, at this point, I think that's what the Cowboys need, right? Because they know that the pressure is going to be on them. Victor Maldonado says, trust me, we're going Eagles 2 more times. I can see that, right? Because we got to play them one more, and then in the playoffs, obviously. Hey, round of applause to Victor. If you guys jump on to our chat and you guys put on a comment, we give you a round of applause. Thank you for joining us. Remember, like, follow, subscribe. Of course, we need the subscriptions on YouTube. We're on the road to 1K here. He says, PJ King says, hey guys, was a good game, but we know where we stand now. Still got one more game. See what's up. Yeah, we see, man. I see it too. Victor says it is coaching. Boom. Let me get caught up with YouTube. Today, the line really hurt Dak today. I think Harv will agree with you on that one. The play that killed was the Gallup drop. Damn, man. Gallup's been dropping some balls, Harv. And you're muted. Thanks, Roger Goodell. By Victor. Oh, that's funny. PJ King and Dak played really well, though. I mean, it looked like, it really looked like it was heading in our favor for a good minute there. Aaliyah says this is the same BS that happened in Miami. They got Philly the win.
Yeah. Let me get some medicine real quick. Just hold on real quick. I'll be out.
Yeah, good shot at tequila. That always helps out. Victor Mondale says Parsons was held so many times, man. I don't think he was held. I think he was being tackled at this point. Hav, I need the refs to call a flag every time. Then tired of Micah getting held. For real, Aaliyah. For real. The butt shove is a dangerous play. Too much room for injury, man. Way too much room. But hey, Mike McCarthy should have. I think Mike McCarthy should have challenged that play because I think they give him 4th and inches. I think on that play by Jalen Hurts, but should have been like 4th and 2 because if you looked at where the knee went down, he was clearly 2 yards away from the first down. And do they call the tush push on that play? Victor says we got Eagles at home. Trust. Yes, sir, we do. Cowboys are next, and they're going to be at home. I feel very confident with that game. I felt confident in this game because you got to feel confident about every single week. It doesn't matter what team you choose to follow. You got to feel confident. I felt confident because of the big win against the Rams. Ultra Cowboy says Cowboys dominated this game, but they also messed up. Victor says we won almost every category. Oh man, and almost every. Aaliyah says this loss hurts because we were at the 5-yard line and somehow ended up at the 27. I know, man, that penalty was ruthless to us. 824 Primo, the defense turnovers were missing. Steele was crap. Cook didn't do nothing, or Gallup. Tober did more. Shout out to you, 824 Primo. Thank you for chiming in and give us a comment. Victor says his play calling. 824 Primo says going to Tober because Gallup and Cook drop balls, man. I think at that point, yeah, man, I think Tober's really eager, and I think he has a good rapport with Dak. I think that's why Dak trusts him a little bit more. Leah says Mike's play calling in the end was crazy, and she was referring, I don't know if you heard that, Harv, how do we end up from being at the 5-yard line to scoring at the end to the 27-yard line? Like, it's just the discipline that we don't have, right? I think especially in those critical moments. Victor says coaching error. Mike failed us.
That's what I'm saying. Like, your quarterback's not the offensive lines. You need to help the offensive line. If somebody's getting beat, you have to help him. And he didn't do that.
The man 26 says McCarthy needs to go. I think we already kind of said that. We're like, let's see what Brian Schottenheimer has to offer. I mean, at least we know that Brian Schottenheimer likes to run the ball, right, Harv?
Yeah.
But by the next time we play the Eagles, Jalen Tolbert will be the starter. He's the problem. He is a problem that's brewing. He really is, Harv. I think the way he attacks the ball, the way he attacks his routes, Harv, I mean, it's really good. I just think he needs more reps, and I think that you got to bring him. So Rams is as good as a game Ferguson had. He had 3 drops. Harv. The little things that we can't catch sometimes, right? Because we have to get our notes and just cram them into the live that we are on. Ultra Cowboy says, I was wrong about Jake. I believe that Schoonmaker motivated him. Kudos to him. Yeah, and Schoonmaker doesn't know how to find the freaking goal line either, Arv. Schoonmaker pick. Yeah, I don't know about this draft class this year. I mean, what rookie right now do we have playing for us right now, like that is actually making an impact, Harv? Enough said. Ultra Cowboy says Cowboys had 406 yards and the Pigeons had 292 yards. Damn, look at that stat line. That sucks. MSI says, hey guys, all in all, was this game the best loss of the season? Oxymoron. I know, but damn, losing but not getting beat for sure.
Yeah, I think because the fact that we had so many opportunities, we didn't capitalize it. It is what it is. It's the NFL. And good teams, if you don't capitalize on it, they're gonna make you pay for it. And at the end of the day, we didn't capitalize. But I feel good about this team.
Zach says lots of talk about the refs when the roughing the passer call was a gift for y'all. Dogs Day says the penalties at the end were unacceptable. Dak balled out. That's by Dogs Day. Diaz J686 says pigeons really. Loyalty for lifetime. Just give me a crow. What?
Crow tacos, baby.
This is funny. Tylenol says exactly. It happens. Take the L. It was a good L. We'll get back. Yes,
yeah,
we will.
For sure.
Scott A says Dak clearly scared of contact. He proved that on 2 points. He runs into contact.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm giving up my body for that 2-point conversion. I'm not gonna lie, and it seemed like he stared away from it.
Ghostbusters Ghost says good about what? Losing? Question mark. Hey, I know a loss is a loss, but hey, these losses, man, these are the kind of losses you want because they're so close. I mean, this could have gone either way at the very end. Cature says, Jay, where are the tacos? Man, I don't know, man. I need a taco in my life. I'm kind of hungry right now. Cowboys not quit today. That's Gene Castillo. Sammy Lino says Eagles dodge our bullet at the end. They got lucky. Yeah, that's a cowboy right there. That's Cowboys Nation right there, baby. That's why they hate us because they ain't us, right? A lot to regroup, but yes, it was a good loss for the Cowboys. They can learn a lot from it. Okay,
I think because he had to. Ant-Man said, Scott, you missed the play when he went Superman dove through 2 players. At that point, they needed a first down. I don't think he had a choice. He had to. I'm just saying, man. For me, I'm sacrificing my body for that 2-point conversion. I really am.
Damn, we left.
But anyways, I'm gonna put this out there, Jerry.
The cap giveaway. Once we hit
road to 1,000
on YouTube, man. Help us out. You guys have been wonderful on TikTok. You guys are a wonderful bunch. Even though a lot of you are all Eagles fans and 49ers fans. Although I haven't seen no 49ers, I think they took the week off. I don't blame them. I mean, sometimes it's good to get a week off. Ultra Cowboy says Tyler Smith adopted Jalen Carter after the game. He manhandled him. Harv, this guy Tyler Smith is just I just gush and just talk about this guy all day long, man. I love his game. He's so confident. He's just such a smart individual. And Harv, I think he's an all-pro.
I think so too, man. There's still a lot of football to play, but man, he's playing at an elite level right now for sure.
Leah says, "Do y'all think we can still make the playoffs?" Absolutely. like I tell you, the Eagles, like I said, let's just remind the Eagles that are still in the chat here. You guys just barely escaped the Cowboys 28-23. You guys are 8-1. But your next game is November 20th. Eagles at Chiefs. Harv, you want to predict that? Who wins?
Eagles at Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man. Is that Arrowhead?
It's at Arrowhead. It's a rematch also.
Man, that's a tough one. I don't know.
It's a tough one. But
I think the Chiefs will win it. But
they're Super Bowl winner. You gotta give
this is the thing. But this is the thing. I think if the Chiefs play at Lincoln, I think the Chiefs win. If that makes any sense.
They should win. They're Super Bowl winners. Then you got the Bills and Eagles. Bills, I know Bills kind of remind me of the Eagles. So this one can go either way, but it's a tough game right after the Chiefs, Harv. Then the 49ers. This game can go either way too right now.
I don't know.
I'm just saying it can go either way.
I think the Eagles are better than the Niners, honestly.
Well, yes, they should be. Especially because Jalen Hurts is better than Brock Purdy. And yes, I said that. I mean it too. And then the Eagles finally come back to the Cowboys December 10th, and that's going to be at Cowboys Stadium, at AT&T Stadium. And then you got Eagles versus Seahawks. Now, when we look at the Cowboys, their schedule, it's going to be Giants next week, Panthers the following, Commanders, Seahawks. Then we're gonna have the rematch with the Eagles. Then we face off against the Bills, the Dolphins, the Lions, and the Commanders. So I think specifically for the Cowboys, when we look at the last 5 games of the season is going to be really telling. And Ali, I think I really do think that the Giants and the Panthers and the Commanders are good games for the Cowboys. Get on track, get this offense flowing, and get it going. The Seahawks, they're a tricky team. They're overachievers, but they know how to steal a win as well. And then of course the Eagles rematch. The Bills, I mean, the Bills are the Bills. They're not as dominant as what they used to be. Cowboys at Dolphins, and Dolphins are making too many mistakes. I got to catch that early game too. I mean, they had the opportunity to close the game, but I don't think Tua has that killer instinct. Like let's say somebody like, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes. Then the Lions and Cowboys. Yeah, the Lions are hot. They were off this week, right, Harv?
Yeah, the Lions were off. I think they have a bye this week.
And then the Cowboys finished it off with the Commanders. So we'll see. A lot of football still left, but I do think the Cowboys will make this playoffs. Ocho Cowboys says Tyler is on IR. They are playing the third string quarterback next week.
Yep.
Tyrod Taylor. Leah says, I should have been more specific, right? She says, I'm heartbroken because I wanted to win to get the number 1 division because on the road, you see what happens when we play teams. For example, look what happened today. Yeah, especially when you're talking about last year against the 49ers, that was a crazy way to end the season for the Cowboys. So we'll see how it goes. Ocho Cowboys says, Dak is playing at MVP level right now. Harv, what do you think?
I don't see quite yet.
I just think this offense needs a little bit more fine-tuning. Ram says, without a solid run game, I think Dak carried this team. My concern is how long can he last? That's a good question. It's a good question. Aaliyah says, some of y'all in the comments still blaming Dak is insane to me. His play caller and receivers let him down. I don't even think it's a receiver. I just think it's the play caller in general, Aaliyah. But, I think we need to just be careful. Like I understand we all get emotional. We want to win. Who doesn't want to win? If you're not trying to win, you're not cheering your team on. Shame on you. Jose Pais says, can someone tell me why Tyler Smith hasn't moved back to left tackle yet? We all know that after today, Tyron will sit out next week. Look, Jose. Tyler is sensational at guard, man. And he helps the Cowboys out, sustain people like Aaron Donald, Jalen Carter, Fred Warner. I mean, literally, he can get to the second level at the guard position. So I think that the Cowboys are doing this strategically because with Duke Manyweather and the resources that all the Dallas-Fort Worth area has to offer, you can bring in a left tackle, make him a pro left tackle. And with the guard at Tyler Smith, holy moly, we are set. Rico ran well. Cowboys are fine at running back. Harv, what do you think about that statement?
I just think they need to use him more. That's the problem.
You're saying kind of get him involved so you can get his confidence going, and that lets everything get going, right?
Yep.
Aaliyah says, by the way, Terrence Steele has always had issues in pass blocking. Cowboys O-line got to work together with him, knowing he struggles in that. Yes, you're absolutely right, Aaliyah. Steele, hi, yo.
What's up, Stephen White?
Yes, sir. Ultra Cowboys says, positive Cowboys can win in Philly if we have to play there in the playoffs. I feel confident, Harvard. What do you do? What about you?
I'm confident.
Que hubo, Jerry? Javier.
Let's go.
It was a great game. It was a great game, regardless of what anybody says. I had 28-24 boys, but it was reversed. Hey, damn. Can you imagine if you had a pick'ems and you had that? Shoot, you'd be taking home the cash today. Cowboys O-line got paid and forgot how to O-line.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, he goes, Steele is a big problem. Rene Lara is my homie. Round of applause.
Round of applause. We give a round of applause. Everybody that comes on, baby. That's new.
Hey, Harvard, did you ever play against Rini?
Yeah. Rini Lara?
Yeah, from Santa Rosa. I believe he was number 17. I think our senior year, I think he blew his ACL out though.
I don't remember. I really, to be honest with you,
he was a baller, man. He was a baller.
Oh, what I'm saying is, I really can't say much about Santa Rosa because every time I play, I'm never lost. So.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
I didn't mean that in a bad way. I'm just.
I know, but it's the 506 battle. So everybody who's from back home knows what that battle is. I mean, it's kind of like I don't know, for here, Texas high schools. I guess one that probably Austin maybe heard of is the Harlingen Cardinals, San Benito Greyhounds. I don't know. That's a big game. That's just kind of where we're at. But that was our rivals because we're neighbor towns. Steve White says Dak stepped out. That 2-point was huge, man. Oh man, I know Stephen White. I don't want to hang my head on that though. Aaliyah says as Stephen, his O-line got him into that position. I love how quick Aaliyah's with her comeback. She goes, "We could have let Butters win the game." That was Stephen White. Ochikawa says Mike has been cooking the past 3 weeks. The offense is coming along. Schoonmaker scores. We win this game. Jeez Louise. You know what? You're right. Because it was 4th and goal on that one. And if he just would have, oh man, Harvey, you just would have scooted the ball to the right. It's a touchdown. Steven says, I saw the pancake. I'm gonna go and look for the.
Are you talking about the Jalen Carter pancake?
Yeah, I'm gonna
or Will Cox or Cox.
I'm gonna go look for both of them
because he did one on Cox too.
Dude, he freaking had a number on both Jalen Carter and Fletcher Cox. I'll tell you this much, and those guys, Fletcher Cox has been a pro bowler every year, man. It says Tyler Smith at 22 is the best left guard.
Give me a.
He really is, man.
He is.
At this point, he's scary too, man. Tyler Smith has owned Fred Warner, Aaron Donald, Jalen Carter. Yes, he has, man. What is it? Ultra Cowboys, Tyrone played well. Okay,
he did.
The thing with Tyrone is, damn, man. I mean, we're gonna see him next week.
Lorenzo.
Peace sauce. Good to see you on TikTok. What do you say? O-line played like a bunch of chavalas. I think he says O-line because let me see. The O and the I are right next to each other. What do you say? Cantura is the touchdown was big. Monkey D. Luffy says at Aaron, he still does Dak through no interceptions and balled out. We kept the game close because of him.
Did he say Monkey D. Luffy?
That's his username. Monkey.
I like that.
Monkey
he's a One Piece fan. I like it. Hey, Monkey D. Luffy. I was Gart for Halloween, just so you know.
Bam, the Gridiron Guru says the offense has to execute better in red zone. The 2-point play broke down. Dak had to improvise. And it looked like we had it too, Harvin. So they played that replay. Lorenzo, we give you a round of applause. Thank you for joining the chat. He says the biggest takeaways I have from this game, which are factual now, are that Gallup does not have a deserved spot on this team, and neither does Jordan Lewis. Man, Jordan Lewis got cooked, Harv.
That's what I'm saying, man. I remember I said that. I think we need another corner to replace Jordan Lewis. I don't get me wrong. I hate
Well,
doing that.
we didn't need it because
I
we had Trey.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I hate to talk about athletes like that because this game is hard. But let's just be real with it. Jordan Lewis, he's not what he used to be, man. He's just not. He's a good player, but it is what it is, man.
Again, he's coming back from a big time injury too. Jonathan Olivares says, "Man, I'm not a Dak fan, but I really want him to be the hero. He has heart, but no NFL talent. I don't know about the NFL talent. He has the talent. He has the talent." Jose he says Dallas' key issue for years has always been not making adjustments, whether in time or at all. We make them on defense, but not on offense very often. I think that's actual. It almost feels like a factual statement there. I mean, like it feels like the offense takes a while before they say, you know what, this has been working, let's stick to it, or you know what, this not working, let's not do that. Because if you look at the opening drive, Harv, the one thing that we said is the Cowboys cannot go 3-and-out. And what was the opening drive? 3-and-out, and it was 2 rushing plays and an overthrow to CD. I mean, right away, that's not a good chemistry. I think if you wanna get the momentum and get the game going, you gotta complete.
But
You gotta come away with points in the first score.
I agree with Lorenzo, man. I do not target Tolbert. I'm sorry.
I would rather have Tolbert in at wide receiver 3 than Gallup. But speaking of Tolbert, why did he get the target on that big 4th down play instead of TD?
That makes no sense to me as a quarterback.
He's your number one.
These are the things that question Dak. It's true. What?
824 Primo. I love
Oh man, you can't say that on there.
I love the Spanish, man. I love it because I know what I'm saying in my head, man. Eagles fans, you guys are a little bit over your heads right now. That's basically what he's saying in Spanish, just to be politically correct.
We don't want to get banned, man.
Aaliyah says, y'all mad at Dak for throwing to Tolbert when CD said it was a great play. That just unfortunately didn't convert his words.
I don't care. As a quarterback, I'm throwing it to my hot guys, man. And that's CD or Ferguson. I'm going to live and die by them. 100%. 100%.
Lorenzo says, honestly, Dallas wins this game. It was not for penalties. The amount of calls on us and missed calls on Philly is actually crazy. The score would most definitely be different. Hey, Aaliyah even agrees with it. She says, bingo. Lorenzo says, over halfway into the season and we still cannot utilize Brandon Cooks or Hunter Luepke. Why are we putting Pollard through the middle when we have 6'2", 245-pound running back or fullback? I'm sorry, but shoot, when he gets going, he looks like a running back. You're absolutely right, Lorenzo. I think that these are the 2 people that. Well, I was really saying about Brandon Cooks, like he's kind of hit or miss every week, but Mike McCarthy needs to get his play calling in check. And Harv, a lot of these plays, they were made off of scrambles of Dak. Yes or no?
Yep.
100%. None of the play call design stayed to the script. This is truly Dak playing off script, and the plays that he made was extremely good. But yeah, I think that if you start executing these and finding ways to get Cooks the ball, Lamb, of course, you got to get him going early. You know, I think it should be Lamb, Ferguson, and Cooks in that order in the receiving game. What do you think, Harv? Or would you go Cooks before Ferguson? Because Lamb is number 1.
I'd go Lamb, Ferguson, and maybe Cooks and Tolbert.
For sure, I think it should be those 3 in that order. I would like to hear what you guys hear about that, but it's gonna take me a while to get to you guys. Thread. She's Lorenzo. Exactly. I'm curious, why don't we use Hunter like for reals? That's all I'm gonna say. I can't read the rest. Lorenzo says, honestly, though, our slot cornerback is the only weakness, and our secondary teams will start to exploit number 2.
Yep.
We just start to step up.
I've been saying this, man.
Lorenzo, Dak sacrificed his body for the TD he was trying to run to get. Did you see how he flipped? Man, it's been a while since we've seen that kind of Dak, Harv.
Yeah.
What he says, we missed some fumbles, man. It looked like Michael Parsons got that one, Harv. Oh, man, that was going to be a
That was the game clincher right there.
That
That would have
was,
been over.
dude. It was, and then it was in perfect field condition. The if he would have got it, the field position would have been perfect. The time on the clock would have been amazing. I mean, now the Eagles would be that team that makes some mistakes. But yeah, Steven, you're absolutely right. We got Dexter.
Welcome.
Salt box. It's been a while for you on TikTok.
He's back.
That got helicoptered. It almost looked like the John Elway helicopter almost, but he was like flipping front ways, right? Front flipping. Dexter says we can't get it down in the clutch, plain and simple. Man, I think we can. I just think the play call needs to be adjusted here, and it needs to be adjusted on the fly. Aaliyah says Eagles fumble so much, and we couldn't get the ball to go our way at all. That's just the way it goes with Cowboys land. I mean, we can't be living it to the what is, man. The Cowboys just need to execute early, fast, and furious in the beginning, and they just they forget. Lorenzo says at Dexter, yes, we can though. And Lorenzo also says if we had 3 more seconds on the clock, we probably would have won. Laughing my butt off, right? Lorenzo, it's been 27 years. It's been too much. I don't even want to know the years. It's been a long time. Ultra Cowboy says Mahomes cooking that secondary. Aaliyah says #facts. Lorenzo says Dexter, whether or not you want to accept it, we don't lose because we couldn't. Ultra Cowboy, Devo, Kettle, and are you cooking that secondary? Oh, hush, Ultra Cowboy. Why are you the most negative Cowboy part of Cowboy Nation? Clutch up. Lorenzo says clutch up. We lost because we couldn't get penalties called on the Eagles. I think the NFL really scripted this out very well today, Harvard. Don't you think? Dexter and Lorenzo, we lack discipline in the clutch. Think we have it, man. I think we really do have that we have the right players to make clutch plays. Micah was literally getting held every other snap, Lorenzo. You're absolutely right. We've been saying that since last year, man. Ocho Cowboy says Josh Allen got going to cook that secondary as well. Eagles will be 8-4 when we meet them again. Damn. Finally, somebody from Cowboys Nation steps up and actually gives a good record, Harp, of when we rematch them. I mean, what's the score going to be then? Let me see. Did I just pin somebody? Not on accident though. Let me see. Josh Allen is overrated. That's by Dexter. Monica Pearl, good to see you. Hey guys, what a game. We'll get them at home. Yes, we will. It's a tough one, man. Tomorrow's Monday, Harp. Hoodlum says team going nowhere, man. Hoodlum, positive. We gotta have a positive mindset. We gotta just believe in Dak, and maybe Brian Schottenheimer can come in and get this fixed, Harv. I don't know, man. We need to get back on the ball, man. We can't be having Dak playing off the script like this too much. Dexter says we will be one and done again. We're one and done. It's gonna be a lot of answering to do.
Yep.
Says us Cowboy fans have to face this is a business team. This organization is not about winning. I'm old enough to know this. You sound like a beat up Cowboys fan for like 30 something for like real 40 years now, man. Aaliyah says CD and Ferg did good today. They really did. I think it was crazy to know that Ferg had 3 jobs. It's kind of crazy, right? Derek Lansing, I believe that's the name.
Welcome
aboard. Thank you for joining the chat here on YouTube. Please subscribe. Help us get to 1,000 here on YouTube. He says Dak don't need to be afraid to throw the ball away to prevent from getting a sack. I think that's one thing that Dak could improve, if anything, Harv, is
his pocket presence. Yeah.
Just get the ball off, man. Get it out.
Yeah, it's true.
D-Law is washed. Dexter, I don't know if D-Law is
I don't know about that, man.
So Ocho Cowboy brought us the actual stats, right?
Here we go.
We got to compare stats, Harv. We got to compare stats to what we see on the tape, and this is what we do, right? Because we got to bring real for real. Dak last 3 games has 950 yards passing, 72.2% completion percentage. Now, Harv, this is pretty good at completion percentage. In the NFL, I think 70 is like that's where you want to be at, but a lot of quarterbacks can't even hit 70, Harv.
Nope.
I mean, you're looking at Josh Allen at 67, 66. Even Patrick Mahomes sometimes is hovering at 69%. He has 8 TDs, which is 7.6%, one interception, right, with 0.9%, 0.201 EPA plus CPOE third, 33 331 ADJ, EPA play first, 321. Ocho Cowboy, just say that Dak he's on fire right now. Please, can you just please say that? Success rate first, 9.1 air yards first, 119 point R rating, quarterback rating. Harv. These stats are when you look at it. Are we too harsh on Dak sometimes?
No.
It's 'cause we want to win, man. Fowler needs to start. Dexter. What do you think about that? Dante Fowler starting?
Where I didn't even see Fowler today.
I mean, he normally makes a play, Harv, though. But
Was he not playing today, or
I mean, we're gonna have to look at the tape, man.
he wasn't in the inactives? I barely even heard his name.
Clint Rogers 819. Like I said, if I call your name on TikTok, go and follow them, guys. Whoever's watching on TikTok, go follow them. Help them hit 1,000 so they can go live with us. He says Gallup missing that third down catch in the second quarter was a killer.
It was, man.
And there's a lot of killers on today's game, Harv. 5-3 at the halfway point, and we aren't going anywhere. Come on, head. Let's go. We good. M Stein, I love the positivity. Elias says, why did Mike have to have Dak go to the flat instead of up the middle? I mean, we're gonna hear Mike McCarthy talk. I mean, pretty sure he already has the post, but then he talks for like 2 more days during the week, and people are still asking about his play calling. He always has something to say. Dexter says, how do you go from 11-yard line to a 40? Shaking my head. I mean, literally felt like that on every towards the back end of the game. What did she said? Oh, Aaliyah says this is the same thing, Dexter. Yeah, that's at the very end when we were basically in goal line territory, and we got backed up with those penalties. Need to play Izzy. That's Harvey's guy right there.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Aaliyah says we have a rookie cornerback, Eric Scott, and we never play him. Why?
I think he's still developing.
He's still developing, and not only that, but he's very, very aggressive player, and he takes too many risks. I think right now, and this team is very loyal to their players, and I think the Cowboys right now are very, very loyal to Jay Lou, man, Jordan Lewis. That's I think that's what it is. Lorenzo says, I'll say it once and I'll say it again. You would never have wide receiver issues if we kept Cooper and Wilson Jr. Damn. Mark Cooper looked good today too, man. I saw him make some plays. Like I saw Mark Cooper catch a touchdown today. That didn't like that's not his type of game, but shoot, I like what I see. Be crazy to see a Mark Cooper still part of the Cowboys though. Ocho Cowboy says, Lane Johnson, we aged in dog years. Did he really say this? Is he pulling Lane Johnson's quote?
I don't know.
We aged in dog years. I ended the game 33, but I'm probably 42 right now. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. At Aaliyah Isabel, and we traded up for Eric. We did, right? Yo, my Cowboys. What's up, Jacob? It's been a while.
What's up, man?
Clint Rogers 819 says the game proves we can beat the Eagles, so it is encouraging going forward. It really is. I would have to agree with that statement. Man, how backed up are we, Harv? I've been reading forever. Aaliyah says Lorenzo and Eric showed in the preseason he can lock wide receivers up, so I don't know why the staff never plays him. Like I said, shaking my head. I think, like I said, he just takes too many risks and gambles, and right now we don't need that, Aaliyah. But I like the player. I really do I like the potential that he has. I think that he's more development. It's like Junior Fahuku. I think he's been inactive every single week, right, Harv?
Yep.
We'll see. He's going to be a development. I think they're going to try to get him next to Motzi, and we still need to see Motzi grow into the position he's at right now. No trade deadline upgrade to the Eagles. No trade deadline to upgrade that Eagles secondary, man.
That's the hard part for them, man.
And what happens if other teams don't want to help out the Dallas Cowboys? You know what I mean? I just think that's what it is. Jacob says penalties just continue to kill us. They really do, man. It feels like the same song and dance with Mike McCarthy for the last 2 years. Jose Pais, it is that our receivers are hit or miss, or is it our quarterback as well? No comment on my end. Arf, do you want to respond to your BFF?
I think it's a combination of both, man. Honestly,
I don't want to. I like to think that CeeDee Lamb is already at that level where he's a playmaker. Just get him the ball.
But that's the problem.
They're not getting him the ball. What did Leah say? In the end, our defense allowed Hurts to keep them on the field with only 4 minutes left. Hurts is like Hurts. He throws the ugliest football I've ever seen in a quarterback. I mean, he's literally throwing ducks out there, man. I mean, why doesn't he just tape up his wrist? Doesn't that fix? If you tape up your wrist, doesn't that fix the way you throw the ball? I mean,
and like Tom Brady said, they told Tom Brady, "Hey, why do you throw ducks?" He's like, "I also throw touchdowns like ducks."
Jacob says, "I'm not gonna lie, that helicopter flip looked like Elway being the Packers. Just Dak didn't get that TD." Yeah. Dak, why do you do this to us? Ocho Cowboy says Cowboys will be in a dangerous heading down the stretch. Cowboys will be a dangerous team heading down the stretch. Ocho Cowboy, I believe you. I believe in what you're saying. I believe in what you say. What happened to Hendershot?
He's still dealing with that high ankle sprain, I think.
Dude, that's 4 to 6 weeks, man.
Yep.
Joey hashtag Con. Is that swag?
No, I don't think so.
So many missed opportunities for the win. Round of applause. But I think that is swag. So he's on IR ankle sprain. Yep. I love how Leo's so fast with that rebuttal. Our O-line kind of overrated. Joey Con, no, I don't think so, man. Tyler Smith is a real deal.
No. I told you about this offensive line.
Yeah. Harv did say that was our biggest weakness coming into the season, along with linebacker and all.
We're not saying Tyler Smith. We're saying overall.
I just think if you just get behind Tyler Smith, good things happen. Bless you.
Thank you.
The good thing, Harv, is that you're going to be able to get rid of that cold before Thanksgiving, the real Thanksgiving. I know you celebrated early Thanksgiving, but the real Thanksgiving, man, at least you get that over with and out of here. Our O-line kind of overrated. No, I think if anything, just the play calling is not the right thing for our offensive line right now at this point. Thank you all on TikTok. I see that we still have a great following. You guys have got us to 2,700 likes. We appreciate the likes. Ooh. Appreciate the gifts.
Hellcat gave us sent to Earth 10 times. I appreciate it, Hellcat.
Ken the Man says Jalen Carter was quiet today. I didn't even hear his name being called once. Aaliyah says, I just got the script. Oh my God, Cowboys win the Super Bowl despite early season adversities, man. I love it. Lorenzo says, I really like our defensive line depth, though. Armstrong is a beast. Williams is strong as hell. And Fowler is serviceable. Very serviceable.
I like it.
Very serviceable. Every time Izzy doesn't play, we lose. Dang it. Look, you see, this is a little fine tune that we need to look at. And Jacob says, I was really hoping to eat Philly cheesesteak tonight. Yum, yum.
That's funny.
Richard Verdugo.
Welcome, brother. Welcome.
What's up, guys? This was a good game. We are the better team, in my opinion, but time management was an issue, just like every big game. But Dak played way better than Hurts. He really did at this point. Aaliyah is still on the Eric Scott hype train. She says, Eric Scott in the slot right now. Clint Rogers says, need to activate Deuce Vaughn. Harv, what do you think would be a good game plan to get Deuce back into the rhythm and playing, so get going in his offense?
Probably in these next 3 weeks.
She goes, Harvey, I hope you feel better soon. And she gave us, she's the number one gift. She gets the number one gift badge on TikTok. Woo! TB Bucks 23 says 1994 opportunities don't matter. Yeah, and you guys lost to the Texans. Ken the Man says Deuce has no spots. Queen says at Monkey D. Luffy, Jerry needs to start paying the refs. I'm sorry. Yeah, time management was slow. This is by Gene Castillo. Time management was slow, and what's the word he used there? Turtley. TB Buck says, yeah, and we got 2 rings. Well, it's better than what the Philadelphia Eagles have, right? Queen is just having fun on the TikTok thread. Let me see here. Derek Lansing says, I wish we did trade and get a fast and aggressive wide receiver. The Eagles wide receivers are fast. They were beating us on the field by speed. No, I don't think it was by speed. I mean, Devontae Smith is I don't even think he's super fast. I just think he's very shifting his routes. He knows how to find. He's really good with spacing. But with AJ Brown, Harv, did it look like AJ Brown was a beast, or did it just look like they knew exactly where to throw the ball in our defense to get him the ball?
No, they knew where to throw the ball, but at the same time, man, we had a good plan against them too. I think our corners played very well overall if you look at it.
But if you look when he did get the ball, Harv, I mean,
we were there.
No, but they knew where to attack the soft spot in the defense.
Oh,
I mean,
we
were able to cover up towards the end, but when they got him going early, obviously they knew exactly where to get the ball because it was the same play. It felt like to AJ every single pass that he got. Jacob says we need giddy up. I mean, Gallup more involved. He's been MIA. And Jacob, I think everybody wants him out. They want Tolbert to get in his place. I don't know how you feel about that. I'm not ready to jump off anybody's bandwagon yet, especially when it comes to the Cowboys. I love Gallup. Gallup, I've always been a big fan of Gallup, but Gallup definitely needs to. I think he's in the same sense as any wide receiver. You need to get him involved early so he can build up that momentum. Aaliyah says we needed to trade for Mark Cooper. Would you have been mad if you brought back a Mark Cooper, Harv?
Nah, I wouldn't be, but what's the point? Like, you're not going to be able to afford them.
Well, not only that, but I think at this point, I think the biggest thing with Amari Cooper is it's a totally different offense. Richard says at Derek, bro, we have fast wide receivers. Cooks is so fast. We just don't use him, and
we don't use him correctly, man. Mac, what is going on with that? I do not understand it. Why is this guy running comebacks and hitches? That's the part I don't understand. That's not the player he is.
Gene Castillo says Yao did come back and redeem himself at the end.
Yeah, he did. He made some tough catches.
He made some tough catches. And Derek Lansing says, I'm very proud of you, the Lion, the sack king. Because Michael Parsons had 2 sacks against Jalen Hurts? I mean, it should have been more, but he did have 2, right? Or did they give him half a sack on that first one?
I think they gave. I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
I can look it up too.
So he had 1.5 sacks. Yeah,
1.5. I knew it too because I think it was it Lawrence that met him?
I think it was Lawrence.
I think it was D-Law who met him there. For people that saying that he's overrated.
Actually, it was Armstrong.
Just so you know, look, anytime we say we look at when we look at the stats, just so you know, this is what Dak did today. It was 29 and 44 passing attempts. Harv, we've already said this number has to be lower.
Yep.
He was 29 of 34, 374 yards, 3 touchdowns, man. That's a hell of a game, man. Zero interceptions. Tony Pollard rushed the ball 12 times for 51 yards, averaging 4.2 yards. Dak Prescott rushed 6 times for 14 yards. He really couldn't get going. Dotto only had 2 rushes. Kavati Turbo had his one. CeeDee Lamb had 11 catches for 191 yards, Hard. 17.4 average, no touchdowns. Jake Ferguson, obviously, 7 catches, 91 yards. What do you like about these stats so far, Harv?
I mean, we talked about it earlier already.
You did. But
this is my thing I go back to. How I don't understand about this. I'm trying to figure this out. How at the end of the game are you gonna go to Tolbert? It's just not gonna. I'm not gonna lose that way, man.
I think anytime you see CeeDee Lamb with more than 10 catches, I think he has a hot hand, Harv.
You have to go to him, and I believe I'm gonna have to go all back to the all 22. I think CD ran that post corner, and I want to say the safety went with him with the corner, and I think Jake Ferguson was wide open in the middle. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Definitely, that's what we're going to be doing right now. Just to kind of top off, Jalen Tolbert did have 3 catches, 49 yards, 16. He's averaging 16 yards a catch. Gallup had 2 for 19. Pollard had 3 for 12. Cooks had 1 catch. Turpin had 1 catch. Schoonmaker had that 1 catch that for no yards and no touchdown. Damone Clark had 8 tackles in this game, Harv. That's crazy. Marquise Bell, who's ranked right now by PFF as the number 1 linebacker in the entire NFL. Crazy stat line, right?
Yep.
6 tackles. Michael Parsons had 5. 1.5 sacks. Hooker had three tackles. J. Ron had 3. Osa had 3. Stephon Gilmore had 2. Sam Mullins had 2, and he had 1 sack. Harv, that sack, damn, man, if we would have got that fumble, that would have been a momentum changer, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, 100%.
And just to kind of finalize the stats, it was not D-Law, it was Dorrance Armstrong who had who they gave the sack credit to with Micah.
I also think like when we run the ball, why don't we use our fullback?
They people were asking that in the chat earlier.
Why don't we use our fullback? I don't understand that.
I mean, and when he gets going hard, I mean, he looks like a tight end when he catches the ball too.
I don't know, man.
And Brandon Aubrey, right? What was the nickname someone called him? Aubrey, Aubreymatic or Aubreymatic. I mean, Harv, I wasn't comfortable with Aubrey coming in, and you know what? I have to back down and say, you know what, Aubrey, you are the man right now. I think they're saying right now he hasn't missed what was it? He has not missed a field goal, not an extra point. I think he missed an extra point at the beginning of the season, but he has not missed a field goal yet, Harvard. I think that was a stat line.
Yep.
At 51 yarder he was money on that sucker. He's been money the last couple of weeks actually. Let me see. I don't know. They'll leave off with Richard. Problem is that with the pass attempts, is Pollard is not a true running back. 1, Zeke is very missed. Do you think Zeke is missed, Harv?
I think a little bit, man. We gotta acknowledge it a little bit.
I think it's hard, right? Because we see what Dowdle has to offer, and he looks like he's an eager back. But like you said, we have Lukey that we haven't even got going. A lot of running backs. I think even Malik Davis, but Malik Davis keeps on going from practice squad guy to third string. You know, it's just unfortunate that the Cowboys can't find that 1-2 punch with TP. Elias says all these great stats is crazy knowing we lost. I know. With that kind of formula, we should have won. Chiefs will win against the Eagles by 6. That's a good prediction. Thank you for that, Derek. I appreciate that. Okay, here out. Can we win these next 3 games? Giants, Panthers, Commanders. I know we can. We need to play with anger and emotion. I really do feel confident that these next 3 games is what the Cowboys need, man. Because you gotta get the Niners out of the way. You gotta get the Eagles out of the way. Those are the 2 toughest in the schedule from all the teams. But I think I hate to be that guy, but with the Giants right now, I mean, I know Tyrod Taylor is a different dynamic because he likes to air the ball out. But the Giants are a little bit of a team that I think the Cowboys can get going, and then from there, you look at the Panthers. Panthers are still struggling. Have they won a game yet, Harv?
The Panthers won already. They beat the Texans.
What is their record right now? Because they're predicted
1-7.
1-6 right now. So they're predicted. 1-7.
They're 1-7. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, but they're still projected to have the number 1 pick, right? In the in the actual.
Well, no, I believe they gave their number 1 pick to the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears have it, but they're still scheduled to have the number one pick. Let me see. They are Panthers are 1-7, and they have lost. Man, they're 0-5 in their conference. Or shoot. They only have that one, like that one that you said. They're 1-4 in the last 5 games. Damn. Yeah, I think these next 3 games are good for the Cowboys. The staff, Aaliyah says the staff only uses Hunter for blocking or special teams. It's so upsetting. It isn't upsetting. There's no way around it. We just need to find a way to get the ball to these player makers. Omega 4 says defenses are not afraid of Cook, and we literally have no deep threat. Clint Rogers 819 says Niners have been exposed. They will be struggling the rest of the year, and I think the Eagles are going to be struggling the rest of the year too. But yeah, I think the 49ers they got to climb a uphill battle too. But right now, I think like Harv said, the Eagles are the best team right now in the NFC, and that's hard for me to admit, but I have to admit we got to pay our due. Derek says Zeke made the Cowboys very high percentage in the red zone. We were top 10 in red zone in the league. Now we're last in the league in red zone. I don't know. I think it's funny because it was Alex and Ram who were pointing this out with when we were all talking about this. It was a very heated debate about how Kellen Moore gave us the number one scoring offense in the league for the last 2 seasons. Very hard, but I think we were like first in red zone.
Yep.
Crazy stat line. There's Swag Junior Diaz. What's up, guys? Well. I'm so mad and painful of the game. Hey, join the club, man. It's a tough loss, but I think if anything, the future does look bright. We just need to sharpen up the little edges on offense. Richard says we need to use that fullback when we are within the 5-yard line or closer. He can make those red zone numbers look better. And
100%. 100%.
Can you imagine adding him to the twist, Harv, with our 3 tight end package or 4 tight end package?
That's what I'm saying. Why don't we go I formation and just run the ball up the gut, man, with a fullback? Like that's the reason you got him. I don't get that part, but I agree with Richard, man. 100%.
Football is that simple. I mean, it's that simple. All right, that's it, man. We are caught up on YouTube, TikTok. You guys are crazy. Queen says the game. Yeah, this game is over now. Time to move on to the next. You know what?
Yep.
Well said, Queen. Appreciate all the love emojis. Hey, that's it for us, guys. I believe we've been on for about a buck and a half, an hour 38. I'm glad. Thank you all for all the insights. I love it. Hey, hold your heads up. Let's be a fan base, and we'll get back into this. Derek,
let's go.
Appreciate that, man. We really do appreciate the sub. Arv, anything else before we get off?
No, man. Look, I am sicker than a dog, man. But I'm here for y'all. I enjoy the laughter, the cut-ups y'all get on TikTok. Y'all have been pretty nice on TikTok. I appreciate everything, the love, man, for real. Like, we're here for you guys, man. At the end of the day, look, we take time out of our families, our time from what we do, and we're here for y'all to hear your voice. Yeah, I give credit to Jerry, man. It's hard to read all these comments. I don't know how he does it, man. But it's hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Love Jacob said, I love the stream, guys. Yeah, we appreciate it, man.
Oh, thank you. I love Jerry. Hey, Jerry's an alley-ooper, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's all I do, baby.
That's why he does what he does, man, and I do what I do, man. But no, honestly, it's all love, man. Y'all know we love you guys. We appreciate everything y'all do. Make sure you follow, subscribe to our channel. Hey, tell your sister, your mama, your baby daddy, your baby mama, everybody, man. Like, subscribe to the channel, man. Let's get to 1,000.
Richard says, bro, maybe we're part of the podcast. We share so many interests, man. You can stay.
Yeah, we do, man. And you know what's funny, Jerry? That's what makes this fun. Like some of the thought process that we think, they think the same thing. But guess what, guys? You're not sitting on your couch watching the game thinking the same thing. Like you got people that think the same way you guys do, and we keep your voice out. So yeah, man, Richard. Yeah, we might have a guest. I don't know. You never know.
We'll see. Gene Castillo says, but thanks, my boys. Hey, thank you, Gene, for holding it down. Jose, please, chingao puro peace, pero no chorizo grease. That's so funny, man, because the chorizo grease is a real thing, man. People don't know.
Yeah, chorizo grease, baby.
Bro, I see people eat chorizo and egg tacos, man, with the grease falling out, and they scoop up the grease and eat it
All day, bro. All day.
What in the world are you guys?
No, you know what the best is?
No,
when
I don't.
When you make the bacon, right?
Okay.
And you get the fat from the bacon.
Okay.
And you make refried beans with the bacon fat.
You mean the bacon grease?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
So you already have refried beans, but you put the refried beans on that bacon fat. That's refried, baby.
Man, we're gonna have you make a dish, Harvey, and eat and tell us what you're eating and point out exactly what you make.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that.
Swag says, how many games the Eagles had to lose?
6 more.
I think the prediction is the Cowboys. When the Cowboys rematch, the Eagles will be 8-4 at that point. So that'd be good. He goes, Derek says, I add you guys on TikTok. Also, I do want to hear it from Steven tomorrow. Man, I don't even want to hear that. Swag, they said 8-4, and I believe that could be the very well case, man. I think that they're gonna lose at least. Man, that Niners defense is gonna get to Jalen Hurts, and I think Jalen Hurts is a little bit banged up, Harvard. I don't think he's gonna be able to run effectively, Swag. So we're gonna see, man. These Eagles have a tough schedule ahead of them. Jacob says, I'll tell my perros about the street too.
Let's go, baby.
Thomas Reyes.
Welcome, brother.
Again, we give you a round of applause for coming out of the stream. At least we know that you have the fortitude, right, to come on and tell us how much we are great, right? You guys are great. Look at that. He goes, the way you guys called the game and the way the game happened, it's amazing. But fly, Eagles, fly. Hey, congratulations, Thomas Reyes.
Congratulations.
Thank you for having the cojones to come on the thread and talk your smack. Junior says, how many games the Eagles had to lose?
Oh my God, Swag,
they're gonna lose 4. I'm sorry. Richard says, true Mexican way of making beans. That's how we make them. But also with jalapenos, bro. That's
I got you, bro.
Let's
go.
I'll tell you this. I'm not really a tomate kind of Mexican, but there's a place, right? You know about it, Harvey. I know you don't like it personally, or maybe you do, but Delia's tamales. Oh my God,
Delia's tamales is good, man.
Dude, I really don't like tamales, but damn, they have this one tamale, Harv, comes with beans, the white cheese, and jalapenos. Oh my goodness, dude, it is sensational. And then they have the chicken with salsa verde, woo, and cheese, man. But if you guys are gonna order with them, make sure you let them know the Cowboy Cast let you know so you can
Cowboys Cast.
No, I'm just kidding. But you gotta, if you definitely want their tamales during the holidays, you gotta order them now because they won't let you go through the drive-thru. Chiefs will beat the Eagles by 6. Thank you, Derek. I think we already read that one. Puro PPC Cowboys. Yeah, you know me, right? He goes, send me a dozen with my cap. Jose País. Hey, Jose, have you ever tried Delia's? I'm kind of curious. We're gonna get off the stream. Where can I get that cap? Dude, you're technically, if you are subscribed to the YouTube, your name's gonna be thrown in a drawing, man. What do you say? Swag says, go subscribe. Go subscribe of them too. What?
You just said go subscribe, guys. Subscribe.
Go subscribe. Help us get to 1K. Queen says, I make my own tamales, Queen. Ooh. Hey, that's keeper status right there. I hope they're keeping you happy. But that's it for us, guys. Tomorrow, Harv? Are we on?
Yeah, we're on tomorrow.
All right, guys. That's it for us tonight. You guys have a good night, man. We love y'all.
Keep it real.